in the year. Okay, so we see, look at this example. The face value of the bond, or the par value, 100,000. This is how much you receive when the bond matures. The interest rate is 10%. Okay, the discount rate is 8%, and the years to maturity is 5 years. So now this bond pays semi-annual interest payments, meaning interest is going to be paid twice that year. So whenever the interest is semi-annual, this is what you need to do. Number one, you need to divide the interest rate by 2. Interest rate, discount rate, you need to divide this by 2. Okay, so the interest rate, basically 10% divided by 2. Since semi-annual is twice in a year, so that's why we're dividing by 2. So the interest rate is 5%. Okay, meaning the first 6 months you'll be paid 5%. Then the other 6 months, another 5%. Okay, our discount rate also, we need to divide it by 2. Okay, so that gives us 4% also. Okay, so when the bond is paying interest semi-annually, the interest rate and the discount rate, you need to divide them by 2. Okay, so remember the our interest payments. Oh, and one more thing, the years you need to multiply by 2. Okay, since you'll be paid twice in 1 year, so in 5 years you'll be paid a total of 10 times. Okay, in 5 years you'll be paid a total of 10 times. Okay, that's what we mean here. Right? Yes. So the rates, interest rate and discount rate, divide by 2. Then the time, multiply that by 2. Okay, that's the adjustment you need to make. Then the rest stays the same. You find what are the interest payments. Okay, so remember the interest payments as we calculated in example 1, because this is the same example as example 1. Okay, the interest rate, the interest payment is the interest rate multiplied by the par value. So in this case, you just say 5% of 100,000. Okay, 5% of 100,000, that is 5,000. Okay, or because earlier on we already calculated this 10,000, and since now the bond interest paid semi-annually, so that 10,000 interest payment we just divided by 2 to get this 5,000. Okay, so in 6 months you'll be paid 5,000, another 6 months 5,000. Okay, that's how the payments are going to be. Okay, then yes, we get back to our formula here for the bond. Remember the formula for the bond is the coupon payment, C, in brackets 1 minus 1 plus the rate, the power negative t over R plus face value or par value 1 plus R the power negative t. Same formula. Okay, so basically if the bond is paid, the interest is paid semi-annually. Okay, if you want to represent that in the formula, remember you divide the discount rate by n here. Okay, where there's an R, just put it over n. Okay, then where there's time, we multiply it by n. Okay, this is how the formula will look when we're dealing with the price of the bond, where the interest payments payments the same annually. Okay. Now, since we already did these adjustments, okay, so it's just a matter of plugging in into the equation here. Okay, 1 plus R will be 1.04 because our discount rate is 4%, which is 0.04. Our time will be 10. That's why we're raising it to the power negative 10. Similar with here, to the power negative 10. Okay. And once you do all your tabulations, okay, you find the value of the bond is 108,115. 108,115. Meaning again, the bond is selling at a premium. Okay, you are paying more than the par value, so bond is selling at a premium. If you are paying less than the bond, the par value, then the bond is selling at a discount. Okay, so you will purchase this bond and you pay 108,115 kwacha. Okay, then in the first year, in the first 6 months, you'll be paid the interest of 5,000. The other 6 months, you'll be paid another 5,000. That will continue for 10 years. I mean, for 5 years. Okay, each year you'll be paid interest twice for 5,000. Then on the final year, apart from receiving your interest payments, you're also going to be paid the par value of the bond. Okay, 100,000.